Well, happy Friday, everyone. If you're looking for an easy work from home job that won't have you tied to the phone all day, I think you'll really like the jobs I'm sharing today. They're introvert friendly. Let's get right into them. So the first job I'm sharing comes to us from the company Deel. They have an opening for a Payroll Associate. This job is full-time remote anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions. And this is your typical payroll related position where you'll assist in processing payroll data for employees. You'll help maintain accurate employee records and verify and reconcile employee data, including salaries, hours worked, and deductions. You'll also assist with payroll tax calculations and filings and provide support to employees for payroll-related questions and issues. So what they want from you is a high school diploma or equivalent, and they'd like you to have 1 to 3 years experience in a payroll support role. So they're really not requiring much related work experience in this position. And they tell us right here they want you to have good communication skills. Now don't worry, you're not going to be on the phone all day with this position. This is not customer service based, but you may have to pick up the phone every once in a while when an employee has an issue or a question regarding their paycheck. And as far as the salary, I'm just scrolling around to see if they tell us how much they pay, and I don't see it anywhere on the job description. Let's take a quick peek at the application. And scrolling down this application, they don't indicate the salary either. But based on my experience looking at similar roles, I have a feeling this job could pay anywhere from $23 to $25 per hour, but I can't guarantee that. That's just based on my experience looking at similar positions. How much you'll really make, you'll have to work out your salary with them. Okay, so moving on to our next work from home job that will not have you tied to the phone all day. In fact, I'm pretty sure this job is non-phone all the way around. So Customer.io is their URL. Customer has an opening for an accounts payable coordinator. This job is full-time remote. You can do it anywhere in the United States or Canada. However, it is a contract-based position. The contract will last 6 months with a possible extension and conversion. And you probably noticed the salary. They tell us they'll pay you $40 per hour for this position, and you know what? They're really not requiring a whole lot of related work experience. I'll get into that in just a minute. So when it comes to accounts payable, your main responsibility is to make sure the company's bills are paid on time and accurately. You'll also run various audits and reports and participate in month-end closes. You review invoices for completeness and follow up on missing or incorrect information, match invoices to agreements or supporting documentation, and reconcile vendor statements against accounts payable records and flag discrepancies. And in this particular role, you'll also reconcile corporate credit card transactions and investigate decline charges. Now, also with accounts payable, you will have to communicate with vendors when they call asking when their bill is going to be paid. But I'm pretty sure you're going to do that via email because they tell us in this role, you'll monitor the accounts payable inbox and route questions or requests to the appropriate internal stakeholders. And what they want from you is strong attention to detail and a high bar for data accuracy, and you have clear professional written communication skills. They don't say anything about verbal communication skills, so that's another clue as to why I think this is a non-phone work from home job. You're comfortable managing routine, deadline-driven work in a remote environment. You're willing to ask questions, flag issues, and escalate appropriately, and you have a basic understanding of invoices, vendors, and accounting terminology. And they tell us it's a plus but not required. It's a plus you have experience with platforms such as Airbase and Ramp. Now, even though they're really not asking for any related work experience on the job description, I do want to take a quick peek at the application because they do have some important questions on the application you need to answer. So they ask, how much hands-on accounts payable experience do you have? Which of the following AP tasks have you performed? Have you been involved in following up with vendors to collect missing or incomplete documentation? And how comfortable are you managing an accounts payable inbox with vendor questions and follow-ups? So yeah, I think they do want you to have a little bit of accounts payable related experience. How you answer those questions in the application will determine if your resume gets through the applicant tracking system. So that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully one of these introvert-friendly work-from-home jobs works out for you. And if you're looking for some easy entry-level work-from-home jobs that pay highly, you can find some in this video right here. Thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.